Hello there, Whipper here, and today I'm going to be showing you a mod called SecurityCraft, and the idea of this mod is that it adds loads of new ways of actually protecting your stuff into Minecraft. So I'm going to start off with showing you the laser tripwire, and to make a laser tripwire you're going to need 2 blocks called laser blocks, and to craft these you're going to need 7 stone, a block of redstone and a glass pane, and that should be quite easy to make since redstone is quite easy to find. And there you go, you've got yourself some laser blocks. And if you place these 2 laser blocks down within 5 blocks of each other, then a laser will form between them. In this case it just seems to be like a glass kind of texture. So this is the laser tripwire, and if you walk through this it acts the same as a tripwire would, and it just sends off redstone signals either side out of the laser blocks like that. So if I walk through this, the door should open and that lovely explosion over there of the TNT. So let's see if this is the case. So there we go, you can see the TNT exploded and the door opened, so it's an effective tripwire. And for some reason this is stuck on, it's not actually meant to be stuck on. If we place it back down again you can see it wasn't actually outputting a signal. It's probably more of a Minecraft bug actually, but there we go. So this is the laser tripwire. It could have some uses really, because you can't really see this as well as a normal tripwire. I can imagine if it was pitch black and you couldn't see this, then it'd be easy to miss and you'd activate horrible traps. But next up I'm going to be showing you the keypad, and this is basically an item where you can just input a code and set a code to open your door to your base, or you can even have it linked up to TNT for like a controlled detonation, so no one else can like detonate the TNT unless they know the combination for the keypad. But anyway, to craft the keypad you're going to need to have 7 buttons arranged like this, and then you craft yourself a keypad like that, and you place it down, and when you first place it down next to the redstone thing you want to open, you're going to have to put a code in, so that every time you try to open it in the future you're going to have to input this code. So 6, 7, 8, 9, and now the door will open. You can walk through like that. It acts like a button, so the door will only open for a certain amount of time, then it'll close again. And if you get the code wrong like this, and then exit out, it's not going to open. It'll only open when you've got the right code like that. But there is a problem with this, because it's not completely safe, because you can actually, other players on the server, if you had this on the server, can actually craft something called a code breaker. And it's crafted like this, so it's quite expensive. I mean, you got 2 diamonds, a redstone and an emerald, so you got to do some trading to get that, or get lucky and find the ore. But once you've crafted the code breaker, it currently has no texture at the moment. So if you want to make a texture for the mod creator, I'm sure you might be able to use it if it's good enough. But anyway, to use the code breaker, you just walk up to the keypad and right click it, and then you can walk through like that. It's brilliant. So you can just bypass the code, you don't have to know it, and you can go straight through the door. Although you could, in this case, just walk around the side, but most intelligent people wouldn't have a door where you could just walk past it, because that wouldn't be very effective. You'd have to have a closed-in room. Actually, it reminds me of that clip of the Naked Gun, if you've ever seen that film, where he just walks around the set instead of goes around the door. It's kind of funny if you've seen that. I'll probably put a link in the description if you really want to see that awesome bit. It's really funny. But there we go. So that's the keypad. Next up, I'm going to go over here and show you an item called the mine. Now this is just a basic mine. I'm going to show you some other versions of the mine, but this is the only mine with a crafting recipe, and to craft this you're going to need 3 iron ingots and a gunpowder. Then you craft yourself a mine, and yeah, this is activated by the player and loads of mobs and aggressive mobs and passive mobs, but it's not activated by cats and dogs, so you don't have to worry about your cat or dog that's following you running over this and blowing itself up, because that'd be kind of funny, although a bit evil. You don't want exploding cats everywhere. But there we go. So anyway, if I walk up to this and then step on it, which is a really bad idea. Actually, before that, I'm going to show you that you can actually deactivate this or diffuse the mines, and to do this you just left click on it in survival, otherwise it'll explode, like this with shears. So if you hold shears and left click on it, you can see it's turned green, and now it's not activated, so I can walk over this and it's all fine. And then if you want to refuse it to actually make it explosive again, you just left click with a flint and steel. And there we go, it's all active again. And then if I walk on top of it, creative, otherwise I'm going to die. There we go. So it's going to explode into a lovely fiery explosion, and there's fire everywhere. Really cool. I mean, I can't have a video with no explosions, and that's 2 so far, and there's a lot more to come. So yeah, that's the basic mine. And again, this is the only one you can craft so far. I'm guessing the ones up here you will be able to craft in the future. But now I'm just going to go up here and show you these ones. So these ones are more camouflaged versions of the mine, so you can put these randomly in your base and people are like, oh, I want to get rid of that dirt, and then boom, it's actually a mine. So here's a dirt mine. The block on the right is a normal dirt block, and the block on the left is a mine. So yep, they look identical, same texture. So if I actually I'm just going to go along and show you the other ones. So we've got a cobblestone mine and then a stone mine, and you can see the same again. The texture on the right is actually a normal block, and the one on the left is a mine. But anyway, if you go up to these, like, oh, diamonds, boom, everything explodes. It's brilliant. So yeah, you could put these in your mine or something, and then someone else going into your base and going to try and steal your diamonds from your mine would get exploded by that, and it wouldn't be very helpful. So yeah, there they go. You can't craft these yet, as I said, but in the future you might be able to. So that's pretty much everything for this SecurityCraft mod. It's a cool mod, cool little mod. It hasn't got that many features, but it's really a good way of protecting your stuff. Although there is the code breaker, which is kind of cheating really, so I'm not sure about that item. I think it shouldn't really be in it, but there we go. And I also want to mention that this is the best biome ever in Biomes of Plenty. What is it again? Let's see. Canyon. Cool. But there we go. You can see, look at the view down there. That's terrifying. And at the other side, if I just go over here, this is kind of going off topic, but I wanted to show you this. Look at that. Look at that river running between them. It's like a proper canyon. It's brilliant. I love that. But there we go. And the horrible shadow glitches, I'm hoping those are fixed in 1.7. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next mod video.